Hey there guys, Phil Johnson here, your marketing and networking partner. And in this video, I'm going to show you and teach you 3 simple strategies that you can use and apply to your Facebook prospecting that I believe has the potential to explode your business and add members to your team no matter what it is that you promote. Now, these are some foundational strategies that I utilized, and last month I was able to add 18 members to my team just from Facebook, just doing 3 things and doing them very well. And I'm going to show you those 3 things. Not only am I going to show you that, but I'm going to give you a peek into my actual chat session that I had with a prospect and how I walked her from being a cold prospect through the sign up process to sign up and join my team. This is something that anybody can do. It doesn't matter what your technical ability is, what your knowledge of Facebook is. Chatting on Facebook is something that's very simple that you can do. You just have to know how to do it the right way. Now, what do I mean by the right way? Well, the reason why you can apply this strategy to whatever product you promote, because it doesn't matter what you promote. If you emphasize or you take the focus off the product and you put the focus on you will now start to sell your prospect on the idea of working with you. And then if you sell them on the idea of working with you, it doesn't matter what it is that you promote, they will want to work with you. And that's kind of what my whole strategy hinges on. It hinges on you presenting yourself as a marketing, networking, and marketing expert. Okay? Not a novice, but an expert. And there's some things that you can do to position yourself as an expert. For one, take a look at my personal Facebook profile. I've had people come to my profile and say, wow, you are a pro. You know, you see it right from the profile. That's step number 1, is a Facebook profile makeover. Put things on your pictures and the banner and even the post that you make. Position yourself as an expert so that when people visit your profile, number 1, they see that you're serious. Number 2, they read some of your posts and they get some value from it. Like I posted one yesterday as be the change you want to see in your life. These are things that people find tremendous value from. And number 3, you've got your pictures, you've got some value, some posts with your value, and it just screams at you professional. All right, this is what my strategy hinges on. All right, so there's 3 things that you've got to do when you are chatting on Facebook to reach prospects, to turn cold prospects into warm prospects into sales and get them into your sales funnel. There's 3 things that you have to do, and you've got to do them very well. Number 1, first one has to do with trust. Second one has to do with value. And then the third thing has to do with this notion from Simon Sinek in his book Start With Why that says people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. All right? Trust, value, and people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Not in that specific order, but those are the 3 things that you want to hit on anytime you are chatting and prospecting on Facebook. So why do I say trust? Well, trust, as I heard a lawyer say, trust has an economic value. If you can get someone to, if you can build trust and get someone to trust you, that can have economic implications. So let's apply that to what we're doing here. Trust is a premium on Facebook anytime you, in any online environment, but specifically on Facebook when you're dealing with cold prospects, the ability to gain a prospect's trust and gain it quickly means the difference between success and failure when prospecting on Facebook. Why do I say that? Because you can lose a person as quickly as you begin to talk to them. Okay? You must learn to earn and gain their trust quickly and honestly and with integrity. And we emphasize that over here on my team. We emphasize integrity and character. Now, my favorite method of building rapport, which is another word for trust in this industry, in this method, my favorite method for building rapport and earning trust is through storytelling, and specifically telling your story. I like to tell people my story because, number one, it not only lets my prospects in to a part of my life that is otherwise very private, lets them into my personal space, but that fact alone builds rapport with them. And it shows that, number one, that I'm a real person with real struggles. And number two, it's important because people connect to stories more so than they connect with products. Remember, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Okay, now these are some foundational things that we've got to get out of the way before we get into my chat session, because you'll see all of these things at work in my chat session. All right, telling your story. Okay, that I do that all the time. I tell people my story, my reason why I'm in this industry. And even before I get into my reason why, I always ask my prospects, what is your reason why? Why are you in the opportunity that you're in? Why are you in the business that you're in? And I tell them, don't tell me anything about the comp plan. Don't tell me anything about how great the product is. I want to know what was the problem existing in your life that this product solved. Because after all, that's all marketing is. We don't sell a product, we sell people on the idea of change. We sell people on the idea that we have the solution to their problem. But guess what? If you don't ask questions of your prospect before you get into your offer, you can't uncover the problem, which you can't provide the solution for a problem that you haven't uncovered. So it's very important that you talk to your prospects, that you get to know them, that you take a conversational approach, and we'll get into that a little bit further. And remember, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So I tell a story. I tell my story. I tell them my reason why. I bring them into my story by asking them, have you ever felt this way? Have you ever felt like a failure? Have you ever, this is how I felt. This is where I was. Have you ever been there? I bring them into my story, okay? And what happens is that they take what's called an imaginative leap. An imaginative leap. They insert themselves into your story. You pull them in. They connect with you. That builds rapport and that builds trust. Number two, you want to give value. You've got to give before you ask. I said earlier, you can't just hit people with your link. You can't just hit people with your offer right out of the gate. No, that's going to turn people off. That's going to give the opposite effect of gaining their trust. That's going to run them away. You can't just hit them with your link right out of the gate. You've got to build some rapport and give them some value. Teach them something or advise them on something related to their business or their mindset. When they receive that value and you haven't yet asked them for anything, you will stand out to them as being different from most marketers they come across on Facebook. Ask yourself this question. How many times have people just inboxed you, oh, check out my link for this great product? Or watch this video. How many times has that happened to you? One time too many, right? How does that make you feel? Conversely, have you ever had someone that just took the time out to just chat with you? Just get to know you a little bit, ask you some questions about you? You know, a lot of people like to be heard. A lot of people like to share their feelings and what's going on in their lives and things like that. People just want to be heard. Why do you think the psychologists are in such high demand? A lot of times they're just telling people what they already know. But folks are willing to pay $75, $85, $100 an hour just to be heard. So start a conversation. Don't ask them for anything. Give them some value. Teach them something. And I'll show you that. I'll demonstrate that for you in my chat session. Because when you do that, they'll trust you. They'll begin to trust you. Now, why is this important? Because people don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it. So give value, teach them something, tell a story, tell your story about how you got into whatever opportunity that you're in. Tell a story, gain their trust, connect with them, and I guarantee you they'll do whatever you want them to do. So let's go over to a chat script, and I blacked out this young lady's name. She joined my team on last month, and this is the actual chat script. So everywhere where you see is blacked out is her profile picture and her name, her link, or her company that she was with. So she says, hello, please take a second, go check out blah, blah, blah. Our team is growing fast, helping each other along the way. Get back with me if you'd like to get started. She posted a YouTube link to a video. If you'd like to get started saving on your everyday spending, just go to my website and get started. So she just hits me right out of the gate with her company name, her YouTube video, and her affiliate link. So I respond, wow, you didn't even ask me how I was doing, how my day went, nothing. You just went straight for the kill, and I said it sarcastically. Normally I'd put an LOL after that so that they know that I'm, being sarcastic and saying it in a joking manner. But she got that. Then she responds, LOL, I'm so new at this, been in search for a mentor, someone who can help me out a little. Now, when she says, I'm new at this, there's my opening. Now I can position myself right away as an expert, and really as a mentor for her because she's asking for a mentor right there. You see, I didn't hit her with a link. I didn't say, well, you're in that, but I'm in this. This is better than what you're in. Check it out. No, I'm starting right at the jump. I'm starting teaching her. All right, and she gets that. She says, I truly meant no disrespect, just doing what I thought was good, but thanks for letting me know that it was it. I will work on my approach. Thank you. Okay. And then I responded, LOL, it's cool. You need a mentor. I just happen to be one. See, I positioned myself right away. And then I asked her, how long have you been promoting your product? So I'm starting right off asking her about her. Okay. She says, yes, sir. Need all the help that I can, but I think no one really wants to help me because they're asking me for money that I really don't have until I start making more money. All right. So she's basically crying out for help, which a lot of marketers online that don't know what they're doing, that don't know what they are doing, a lot of them need a lot of help. And because you are in the opportunity that you are, if you are an expert, position yourself as an expert. If you're not an expert yet, go learn and become an expert. And really, guys, all it takes to be an expert is knowing how to do something that someone else doesn't know how to do, and then starting to teach that, okay? You don't have to know everything. Just become proficient in one or two skills online, and I guarantee you, you'll be able to position yourself as an expert. So I said, no problem. I'm a professional marketer specializing in training newbies like yourself, blah, blah, blah. And then I go on to compliment her. So I'll tell you this, though. It takes some gumption to just cold message someone the way you did. That tells me you're fearless. We just need to add some skill to your tact. All right? I start applauding her because it does take some gumption to just send your link out like that. Okay? You don't really believe that's going to work, do you? It does take some gumption to do that. And I told you just need to add some skill with that zeal. All right? One of my favorite book says zeal without knowledge. Well, now we just need to add some knowledge, some skill with that zeal. She's very thankful, says, oh, God bless you. Thank you for all the help and for what's coming. So now I've positioned myself as an expert. Now I'm positioning myself that I'm going to give you some value. I'm going to help you out. And she's more than willing to receive that coaching, and we set up a time. All right, so a little bit later, we go on. I say, okay, so you're in blah, blah, blah. You're new to the whole internet marketing game. She says, yes. I say, you're new to the industry as a whole. She says, yes. Then I ask her about her. I said, okay, what is your why? Why are you in this? So you've got to start a conversation. You've got to find out about your prospect. Find out their why. Get an understanding of them. See what the need is. Uncover that need because you have the solution to that problem. Remember, we exist not to sell stuff, but we exist to solve a problem. All right. She says she wants to give her girls a better life, doesn't want to have to worry about money. She's living paycheck to paycheck, blah, blah, blah. She wants to live worry free. Okay. Like 100% of everyone that has ever lived in life. I say, okay, that's good. Now let's put this together. When you inbox me, now I'm starting to teach her, give her a little bit of value. When you inbox me, you hit me with your offer. Notice, folks, I have not sold her anything. I haven't once uttered the name of my company. I haven't led with a comp plan. I haven't led with so-and-so made this amount of money. I'm giving her straight value. When you inbox me, you hit me with your offer. And I tell her that's the wrong way to market via Facebook chat, but that's okay because you didn't know any better. And I tell her everything in this chat is strategic, by the way. Now, I made the point that you didn't ask me how I was doing anything. There's a method to that, all right? Anytime you're using Facebook chat, you must take the conversational approach. Strike up a conversation, strategically asking questions to uncover a need in the life of your prospect. That's why I asked you your reason why. Okay, there's a method to all of this madness. You want to gather information about your prospect. Now, this is different from just buying leads and clicks and things like that, because if you don't have the money to market and some of these other paid marketing methods, and you have to utilize free strategies like Facebook chat, sometimes it is a little bit of a grind. You get a little bit in the dirt a little bit, but I guarantee you it's going to pay off, and it's going to make you a better marketer for when you do those paid strategies. Marketing on Facebook via chat has made me a better copywriter. It has made me a better storyteller, because it has forced me to whittle down my story in as few characters as possible, make it effective and strategic enough to reach people and connect with people. Okay, so there's a lot to be said for the skills that you learn by marketing on Facebook and Facebook chat. All right, so everything is strategic. I ask her why, she tells me, and I tell her there was good reason for that. And then I tell her, and she goes in to talk about how she was brought up very poor, and I tell her, me too. And then I give her my quote from Simon Sinek. People don't buy what you do, they buy how you do it. I just gave that to you. See, I just put that on. That's one of my 3 strategies. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And I'm teaching that to her, just like I'm teaching it to you. It's so true. People connect with stories better than products. So then I go into my story. So let me tell you a quick story. How I lost my job and tried to start a business. My business failed miserably. And I'm sure you can agree that the bill collectors don't care anything about your struggles. They just want their money, right? That's something that everybody can agree with. Notice what I'm doing. I'm bringing her into my story. Because when I say that, she starts to think about her bill collectors. She starts to take that imaginative leap. So then I go in a little bit further. So, well, to keep us afloat, my wife went to work 2 jobs and going to school full time. But guess what, though? She started having seizures because of the stress that she was under. Then she says, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That brings in their empathy, their sympathy. They start to connect more, okay? Then I said, now I consider myself a good man, but when I saw my wife battling and I couldn't take care of my family, that broke me down as a man. I felt lower than dirt. She said, God has her covered. Amen. He did and he does. But let me tell you the rest of my story. So I was online one day and someone introduced me to this company. I used to think this kind of stuff was scams and schemes, but I had nothing else, so I gave it a shot. And then I tell her, mind you, I'm not super intelligent. In fact, I dropped out of college 5 times, which I did. I dropped out of college 5 different times. 2 schools, 2 of the same schools, I dropped out 2 different times. Okay, so which goes to show that you don't have to be a guru to do this stuff. All right? You don't have to be a guru. You don't have to have a college education. You don't have to make your subject agree with your verb and things like that. Well, you may have to have some basic grammar skills. But I'm being self-deprecating because most people don't think that they are intelligent. Most people don't think that they're too smart. Okay, so you want to be able to identify with everyone. So tell a self-deprecating story, or throw something in there that throws a little dirt on yourself. So I tell us I jumped in with this company for $25. 2 weeks later, I made $600. Isn't that something? I still can't believe it. End of story. So then in teaching her, because remember, and I'm doing two things here. Number one, I'm teaching her. But number two, I am selling her. I'm selling her on telling her my story, bringing her into my story, but I'm also teaching her, giving her some value. All right? She says, wow, that's amazing, the blessing all in one. And then I tell her exactly what I just did. I said, I just strategically told you my story, which is all true, by the way. And now I'm about to show you one more marketing trick. You ready for it? She says, yes, sir. By this time, I've got her wanting, yearning for more. And then I tell her, I'm going to be honest with you. I've looked at her company, blah, blah, blah. Just pointed out some differences in her company. Sometimes you may have to do that. Then I say, my company, and I was supposed to black that out. I do apologize. Please forgive me. I say my company because I wanted to keep this as generic as possible. So just ignore the Empower Network there. Don't pay any attention to that because this applies to everybody. But I tell her, in my company, blah, 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 you can do that with 25 people under you. I was comparing the kind of income that you can earn. Now it's no guarantee of any income. Income disclaimer, no income is guaranteed in Empower Network or any other company. It's all based on your hard work and whatever. So I tell her you just have to get the right kind of training, someone that will take you under their wing. In fact, I have a single mother with 4 kids, somebody that she can identify with that's on my team, teaching her everything that I'm doing to build this business. She says, wow, $25, 25 people. She says she's lucky to have you. And I tell her, I'm looking for people just like her that I can help. And people want to be helped. Even if they don't admit it, people want to be helped. And then I tell her, I want to help you make that happen, and I mean that in all sincerity. Then she says, thank you so much. I want this so bad for my girls. And I tell her, well, then let me help you. You see that I'm willing. How does she see that I'm willing? Because I've already started giving her value. I didn't lead with a pitch. I led with value. She even says this. I have to be honest, you just brought tears to my eyes. Folks, that was the impact of my story. Let me tell you what happened next. I tell her I'll be with you every step of the way. I mentor her, blah, blah, blah. She says that would be so awesome. I said, now I give her my link. After all of that, now I give her my link and join. Why? Because she started as a cold prospect, but I massaged it and warmed her up, buttered her up. Now she's ready to join. And what happens? Can you give me just a second to run upstairs and get my purse? Yeah, no problem. Okay, I'm back. And she ended up joining that night. Right then and right there. Didn't have to get on the phone. I didn't even send her to the sales presentation of my company. You know why? Because I already sold her. I already sold her on the idea of working with me. Not any product or whatever. I sold her on the idea of working with me. Because once people are connected with you, it doesn't matter what you sell. So now she's on my team and she's working and I'm helping her, but she has confidence in me, even if she doesn't have confidence completely in the product. That'll come the more she learns. Okay, and you've got to remember that. We don't sell products per se. We sell people on the idea of change, and we solve their problem. And many times you can be the answer to someone's problem. All right? So trust, earn their trust by telling a story, build rapport, give them some value. Don't ask before you give before you ask. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Always remember that. Make over your Facebook profile, get the garbage off, and let it present the image that you are a professional marketer. People will be attracted to you. Your business will explode. Listen, guys, if you found any value in this video, tell us about it below. You never know who could be impacted by what you have to say and the value that you have to bring, the value that you have to offer. So click, comment below, do it now, tell us about it. And if you want some personal coaching from me one-on-one or from my team, the Prosperity team, we can help you out. We have all kinds of resources to help you, not only on Facebook, but even outside of Facebook. Listen, guys, you can explode your business with the right training and the right coach. And I'm going to offer that to you right now. So if you want more info on that, click the link below and just stay tuned to the next video. I'm just here to help you grow your business. Dr. Phil signing off here. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care.